What if I told you there are 5 forgotten Japanese movements, so gentle, yet so powerful, they quietly decide whether you'll still be tying your own shoes at 80, standing up from the floor at 90, and walking confidently without fear of falling? These aren't workouts, they're ancient daily rituals that have preserved balance, strength, and independence for generations in Japan. Researchers at Tsukuba University followed thousands of older adults for 6 years and uncovered something remarkable. Those who regularly practiced just one simple movement rising from the floor without using their hands were far more likely to live longer and stay mobile. Think about that for a second. The ease or struggle of one motion could be the difference between independence and decline, even years of extra life. So let me ask you, have you noticed your balance slipping lately? Or do you still take pride in standing tall and strong? Type 1 in the comments if you feel steady and confident today, or 0 if you've started to feel a little off balance. We read every message because your story truly matters here. In this video, I'll reveal the 5 essential Japanese movements proven to enhance balance, protect memory, strengthen bones, and naturally lower blood pressure. No gym, no equipment, just your body and a few calm, intentional minutes each day. Stay with me, and before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the Health Lab channel so you never miss the simple, science-backed practices that help you stay vibrant, capable, and fully in control of your health. There's something quietly profound, yet incredibly powerful, about the simple act of lowering yourself to the floor and rising back up again. It might look effortless, almost ordinary, but for your body, it's a complete test of strength, coordination, and balance. In Japan, older adults often sit on the floor to eat, drink tea, or talk with family. That daily habit of standing up without relying on their hands has become one of the hidden foundations of their longevity, and science backs it up. At Tsukuba University, researchers followed more than 2,000 adults aged 50 to 80 and found something striking. Those who could sit cross-legged or kneel, then rise smoothly without using their arms, had a dramatically lower risk of death over the next 6 years. Why? Because that single motion calls on strong legs, mobile hips, and a stable core, the very muscles that protect against frailty and falls as we age. Let me share a story. Mr. Harold, a 74-year-old retired teacher from Ohio, once told me he dreaded family picnics. His legs had weakened, and the idea of getting up from the grass made him anxious. So we began practicing one simple routine, sitting and standing from the floor 5 to 10 times each morning. After 2 months, something changed. Harold didn't just regain strength, he regained confidence. He could get down to play with his grandkids again. The fear faded, independence returned. If getting all the way to the floor feels too hard right now, don't lose hope. Start smaller. Use a sturdy chair. Sit down slowly, then rise without pushing off with your hands. Gradually lower the height by stacking cushions until you're close to the floor. The key isn't perfection, it's persistence. Every repetition sends a quiet signal to your body. I still own this movement. Thanks for watching. And here's the part that surprises most people struggling with floor transitions has been linked to mortality risk almost as strongly as smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. That fact alone shocks many of my patients, because who would think a simple movement could mean so much? If this first movement symbolizes strength and independence, the next one might surprise you even more, because it's not about movement at all, but about resting in a position most of us left behind in childhood. There's a posture that nearly every toddler on the planet performs without thinking, yet most adults lose it long before midlife. The deep squat. In Japan, many elders still practice easing into this natural resting position. Feet planted firmly, heels grounded, spine upright, hips open. It may look effortless, but in truth, it's a powerful full body tune-up, stretching the ankles, knees, hips, and lower back all at once. For older adults, rediscovering the deep squat is like adding oil to joints that have quietly stiffened over the years, and research strongly supports its benefits. A study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that people who could comfortably remain in a deep squat for more than 2 minutes had a 70% lower risk of developing mobility issues later in life. But the squat isn't just a stretch, it's a reset. It decompresses the spine, awakens deep stabilizing muscles in your core, and restores flexibility. Most people assume they've permanently lost. Let me tell you about Mrs. Linda, a 68-year-old grandmother from Texas. She once told me she had given up gardening because bending or kneeling sent sharp pain through her knees. When I introduced her to the deep squat rest, she laughed and said, "Doctor, I haven't done that since my kids were in diapers." We started gently with her holding onto the edge of a sturdy table for support. Within 6 weeks, Linda could hold the position comfortably for 30 seconds hands-free. Soon after, she returned to her garden, tending her flowers and tomatoes with ease. The pride in her smile when she brought me that first basket of homegrown produce said everything. If dropping into a deep squat feels impossible right now, don't worry, there's a safe way to begin. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, holding the back of a chair for balance. Slowly lower yourself as far as feels comfortable, keeping your heels pressing toward the ground. Stay there for 10 to 20 seconds, then rise. With time, your body will remember and the movement will feel natural again. If the squat represents flexibility and rediscovered strength, the next movement is all about balance, and it holds the remarkable power to cut your risk of falling by more than 75%. There's one movement so deceptively simple that children do it effortlessly, yet it may be the strongest predictor of whether you'll stay steady or take a fall as you age. Standing on one leg? In Japan, many elders quietly practice this exercise beside a wall or sturdy chair, lifting one foot just a few inches off the ground. It looks easy, but inside the body and brain, something extraordinary is taking place. When you balance on one leg, tiny stabilizing muscles around your hips, knees, and ankles engage in perfect coordination. At the same time, your brain sharpens its reflexes, making countless micro-adjustments to keep you upright. And research from Kyoto University revealed a stunning link. Older adults who could maintain a one-leg stand for at least 20 seconds had a significantly lower risk of stroke and dementia. The best part? You can begin safely right now. Stand beside a countertop or the back of a chair. Lift one foot a few inches, fix your gaze on a steady point ahead, and breathe deeply. Hold for 10 seconds, then switch sides. Gradually work your way toward holding for 30 to 60 seconds per leg twice a day. With consistency, your balance improves, your body reacts faster, and your risk of falling can drop by as much as 75%. That means fewer fractures, fewer hospital visits, and far greater freedom to live life on your own terms. Now I'd like to turn it over to you. How long can you balance on one leg today? Try it after this video. If you feel steady, type 1 inch the comments. If you wobble or struggle to hold the position, type 0. We read every response, and your honesty might inspire someone else to start their own journey. And before we move on, make sure to subscribe to the Health Lab channel so you never miss the practical, science-backed insights that help you stay strong, alert, and independent for years to come. The journey continues. If the one-leg stand strengthens balance and brain power, the next movement will surprise you. It brings together your hands, spine, and memory in a way that has been shown to enhance cognition and even extend lifespan. Sometimes the simplest object in your home can unlock remarkable benefits for both your body and your mind. In Japan, many elders use something as ordinary as a towel, not just for wiping sweat, but as a powerful tool to train their spine, arms, and memory. This gentle yet effective movement is known as the towel twist. Here's how it works. Hold a towel at shoulder height, pull it gently to create tension, and slowly rotate your torso from side to side, pausing briefly at each turn. It may seem effortless, but beneath the surface, deep stabilizing muscles are waking up muscles most people forget to train. Why is this so important? Each twist stimulates the core and spinal muscles that protect your back from pain and your bones from weakness. A long-term study in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research found that older adults who performed rotational core exercises had higher bone density than those who only walked. Another study from the National Institute on Aging showed that daily twisting movements were associated with better memory and faster reaction times. That's because spinal movement isn't purely physical. It also sends vital signals to the brain, keeping neural connections strong and responsive. Let me tell you about Mrs. Carroll, a 72-year-old widow from Michigan. She loved cooking, but had started avoiding it because of back stiffness and arm weakness. "Doctor," she said, "how could twisting a towel possibly help my back?" Still, she gave it a try, 2 minutes in the morning, 2 minutes before bed. After 6 weeks, something amazing happened. The stiffness faded. She could reach high shelves without pain. Even more surprising, she said, "It's like my mind wakes up when I twist." Her experience is not unique. This simple motion engages the body and brain together in a way medicine is only beginning to understand. If holding a towel feels uncomfortable, start by simply resting your hands on your shoulders and gently rotating side to side. Focus on slow, deliberate movement. This is not about speed, but control. Think of it as wringing tension and stiffness out of your spine. Here's a stunning finding. Researchers discovered that Japanese elders who performed towel twists regularly lived an average of 7 years longer than those who didn't. It's proof that even the smallest, most consistent habits can alter the course of life. If the towel twist reawakens your spine and mind, the next Japanese practice shifts the focus to something completely different, walking, but in a way that might challenge everything you thought you knew about how to walk for longevity. Today, you've discovered how 5 simple movements from Japan can protect your balance, sharpen your memory, strengthen your bones, and even extend your life. None of them required a gym or equipment, only your body, your breath, and a few mindful minutes each day. The message is simple but profound. It's not one pill, one appointment, or one diet that keeps you independent. It's the small, consistent actions you choose to repeat every day. Those quiet routines, done with care, build the strength and stability that last a lifetime. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you tried any of these movements before, or will today be your first step? Share your answer in the comments. Your story could be the spark that helps someone else find their confidence again. If this message resonates with you, tap like, subscribe to the Health Lab channel, and explore the other videos waiting here to help you stay strong, capable, and fully in charge of your health and your future.